my name is Dominique and welcome back to my channel. Today, basically, I'm going to be cooking up or baking up some very interesting desserts. And by interesting, I mean in this series, I'll basically be trying different desserts that have a lot of vegetables in it. And they're a little weird, they might sound a little strange, but apparently, according to Google and all of the shares and reviews that they've gotten, they're supposed to taste very, very good. So anyway, basically, I'm gonna be cooking apple and kale cake. And if you can see the picture right here, it is bright green. And I'm guessing it's from the kale, I'm not really sure, but in either case, I'm gonna be trying it and giving you guys my very, very best unbiased opinion of my cooking. And yeah, a small disclaimer, I am not a baker. And I tried to make banana chocolate chip bread, and I had so much flour in it. So I am not a baker, and I'm just hoping that this turns out good. But anyway, let's get into the bake and rate. All right, so I have everything that I'm gonna need for this cake, basically. So I have the instructions up here. Basically, all you need to make this dessert, the apple and kale cake, is kale. And I bought the jumbo pack because why not? But I got some eggs, we got some vegetable oil right here. We have vanilla extract, applesauce, and I got the big container because I like applesauce. And then you need sugar. Got a big thing of sugar right here. Ooh, got a big thing of sugar right here. There you go. And then you need 2 apples. And honestly, guys, a funny story. I was at practice and I was like, oh, I really need a snack. So I ate one of the apples. And now I only have 1 apple. Then you need baking powder, plain flour, and salt. But I'm gonna use self-rising flour because all that kind of stuff is ridiculous, and I already have self-rising flour that has everything already in it. So that is what we have. And then for the apple icing, all you need is like confectioner sugar, butter, and then more applesauce. So I got all of that stuff and we're good. And I got my little cake pan, ooh, yikes. And I should probably get measuring cups because, yeah. All right, we're ready for this. Oh, I also have a blender. And it's like this little thing. But it has like this cool like blendy thing. All right, let us begin. Preheat the oven to 350, which it already is preheated. I should probably grease the pan. It says with baking paper, but your girl doesn't have baking paper. So, because I don't have baking paper, we're just gonna grease the pan and hope for the best. All right, it's like super greased. I'm really trying to follow all of the instructions here because I'm not trying to mess up, because I always mess up these kind of recipes. I need to tear the kale leaves into bite-sized pieces and boil or steam them for a few minutes until tender. Then refresh by running under cold water. Drain and puree with a hand blender. Okay, so I'm gonna just go boil some kale. I should probably get the measurements for it too. 3 cups. How do you even like measure kale? Packed loosely? That's like 2 cups. Packed loosely. 3 cups. All right. I'm just gonna start ripping this up. Kale is like not, doesn't smell that great. Like it doesn't smell like rotten or anything. It's just like, kale just like smells like kale. It's a very fibrous leaf. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go boil some water. I'm back. I feel like these ones, the ones that look like this, I feel like these are the hardest ones to break up. This is a big one. Ooh, boy. That boy. That boy. I feel like this took 20 minutes and it's supposed to only take 20 minutes to like prep this whole thing. So, but it's okay because we're doing this. And then I have to boil it then run it in cold water, and then puree. So bada bing, bada boom, I'm gonna do that. Then next I have to beat the eggs, oil, vanilla, applesauce, and sugar with the mixer, and then beat in the kale and apple. 3 eggs. All right, y'all see this? Like, I have this much left, and I have to have a half a cup. Honestly, I think I like purposely play myself. So we have more than half of the half. So I think we should be okay. It is fine. My mom used to make us this like drink that used vanilla extract, and it was like vanilla milk, literally. It was like warmed up milk with vanilla extract in it. It was amazing. So don't knock it until you try it. A half a cup of applesauce. Big. Oh my God, that could have been terrible. This is 1/4. So much. Screw what I said about being healthy. This is so much sugar. Seriously, 3/4?
Basically, I'm just gonna, this is like not even the full 3/4. I put 2/4, so basically a half a cup of sugar, and then I'm gonna put like a half of this quarter, so like 1, yeah.
Okay, it is all, honestly, this is what it looks like. I kind of put some bubbles in here, but I'm not really sure how I did that, but it's okay. So that should be good. Then it says you beat in the grated apple and kale puree, which I haven't done the kale I haven't done the kale puree yet, so I'm gonna go do that. It says I need to peel and grate. Yeah. Actually, right now the water is boiling, so I'm gonna go put the kale inside the water. I'm gonna grate this, cut it, peel it, all that kind of good stuff. Then get ready to put it inside of our mix that's already mixed up. Gonna puree this, so we're gonna get ready. So I finished making the kale puree. It kind of looks like something you'd put on a face mask, honestly, but I'm gonna add it in this. I also kind of deviated from the recipe because you're supposed to grate the apples, but I decided to chop some of them up because I got a little impatient with grating them. And then it says, after I put this in here, it says to blend it all together. So I'm just gonna do that. It looks like green mush. I feel like it's like something Popeye would eat, but like it would obviously be spinach. And clean up. So this is our well-prepared tin. It's so green. Seriously, this tastes good. Oh wait, I'm not sure. Okay, it's fine. So this is what it currently looks like. It is very, very green, and I think I might have overfilled this pan. However, we're just gonna go with it.
So here is the deal. Basically, my sound stopped working, but I added the butter into the bowl and then I used some sugar. I think I put like 3 cups, but the recipe will be linked down below. Added that in, and then I added some applesauce because I needed some applesauce. Made sure I measured it correctly. Ran out of vanilla, but it is totally okay. And I brought out my handy dandy whisk, which I was super proud of. And I'm gonna whisk it all up, but then slow motion time. But it's okay because my icing turned out great. Let's go because the cake is done.
Oh, it's done. Oh, it is still very green. Alright. Okay, doesn't look bad. You know what it looks like? It looks like a quiche. Is that what they are, the ones that are green? It's like a spinach quiche. That's what it looks like. Yeah, possible. Okay. Okay. You know what? Use your brain. Oh. That came out really easy. All right, I'm just gonna leave that there to cool. So my cake is out of the oven. I was smelling it when it was just first came out, and it kind of has like this very earthy smell to it. It's like not very sweet, like when you'd make like a box cake. I'm not sure how that's gonna be, honestly. But anyway, here is my ranking system. So we're gonna be doing the D scale. And basically it is from disaster to delicious. And we will see where this recreation of a Pinterest dessert falls. And I'm hoping that it ends up on the delicious side of the scale because, you know, I put a lot of hard work in this and, you know, I really don't want it to be a disaster. I really don't. And I feel like the name Kale Apple Cake kind of already prompts you to make it think it's gonna be a disaster, but you know what, I have hope. And my pre-taste testing hypothesis is that this is gonna taste fantastic. I'm gonna ice it. All right, it's definitely melting. All right, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna slap it on top. That's fine. Okay, here is the moment of truth. It tastes like it tastes like Play-Doh. Like Play-Doh, but then there's like pieces of like apple that, let me try another bite. Like the piece of apple that I got in my mouth was very like, it was like super sweet and that tasted good, but the rest of it, like, it tastes like, yeah, it's Play-Doh. Oh my God. Or like, okay, obviously like no one's eaten chalk before, but like, but like, you know that like chalky like feeling? Like that's what it like, it has that chalky feeling. Like it doesn't taste, it doesn't have like a very sweet taste. So on a scale of like disaster to delicious, I would say it's like, it's eh. There's no D word that describes this feeling. So I'm just gonna say it's disaster. All right, it's just a disaster. I'm sorry. This wasn't very good. And I made a whole cake and the icing has literally flopped. So, yeah. Chef Boyer Dom has failed this recipe. Unless the recipe just like wasn't good to begin with. Let me give it to myself. Anyway, that is that. I'm gonna take one more bite. I shouldn't have, because now I bit my lip and it's gross. All right, that is it for the video. My disastrous cake. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you decide to make this apple kale cake at your house, and maybe it'll turn out better than mine. Maybe not make it, I don't know. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos or any of my fitness videos on my channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. And just like that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.